Welcome to the 8th episode on aldehydes and ketones. In this lecture, we are going to discuss reactions undergone by aldehydes and ketones. This is the 5th series on the reactions of aldehydes and ketones. In the earlier episode, we have discussed reactions due to the acidic hydrogen present next to carbonyl group. We have also discussed there certain polymerization reactions undergone by lower aldehydes like formaldehyde and acetaldehyde. In the present lecture, we will discuss aldol condensation, we will discuss the mechanism of aldol condensation, and then we will discuss intramolecular aldol condensation and crossed aldol condensation, and then the application of aldol condensation. Another condensation reaction which we are going to discuss now is Cannizzaro reaction, the mechanism of Cannizzaro reaction, intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction, crossed Cannizzaro reaction and application of Cannizzaro reaction. So, to start with aldol condensation. When two molecules of aldehyde and or ketones having alpha hydrogen atom condense in presence of a base to form beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. The reaction is known as aldol condensation. As you can see in this figure, this is an aldehyde, another molecule of aldehyde forming beta hydroxy aldehyde. This is a ketone, so here we get beta hydroxy ketone. Beta to this carbonyl group we have a hydroxy group, and that is why the product is called beta hydroxy ketone. Aldol condensation can be given by either two identical aldehydes or by two identical ketones or by one aldehyde and one ketone. But the only requirement for a molecule to give aldol condensation is that it should contain alpha hydrogen. If aldehydes and ketones do not have alpha hydrogen, a simple aldol condensation does not occur. Now, here we have shown certain aldehydes and ketones which do not show aldol condensation, like this one is benzaldehyde, this is formaldehyde, this is a trimethyl acetaldehyde, this is benzophenone. Like in all the cases, if you will look at, you will find one similarity, that none of them have any alpha hydrogen, and that is why these molecules do not undergo aldol condensation. Now, starting from ethanol, if we have to prepare or if we have to undergo aldol condensation, you can see that this is one molecule of ethanol and this is another molecule of ethanol. Alpha hydrogen from one molecule of ethanol has been shifted to the carbonyl oxygen, and this CH2 has been shifted to the carbon. As a result, there is formation of this beta hydroxy aldehyde formed. So, while writing the product in case of aldol condensation, it is very easy if you can identify the alpha hydrogen, then transfer that alpha hydrogen to carbonyl oxygen and attach the carbon from which you have separated or you have abstracted the alpha hydrogen to the carbonyl carbon, the product form will be the right one. Here this product is also called aldol product. One more a very important feature of this reaction is that, see, here in this molecule you have 2 carbon, and in this molecule the number of carbon has doubled, that is we have now 4 carbon. So, such kind of reactions are called condensation, where we are able to add or have more carbons, or we have condensed 2 molecules together to give a bigger molecule. Now, this aldol product upon heating liberates a water molecule, and then there is formation of alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. This particular aldehyde is called crotonaldehyde. Another example here, when we start from ketone, you can again see that we are removing this alpha hydrogen and sending it to oxygen, and we are sending this carbon to the carbonyl carbon. As a result, a product beta hydroxy ketone or diacetone alcohol has been formed. Now, we are able to produce this beta hydroxy ketone. This beta hydroxy ketone upon heating undergoes dehydration and hydroxide goes off from here and a proton goes off from here. As a result, there is generation of alpha beta unsaturated ketone, which is also called mesityl oxide. Now, here another example where we are starting with 2-methyl pentanol. This molecule upon condensation gives a 10 carbon compound. When we start from cyclohexanone, there is formation of 2 1-hydroxy 1-cyclohexyl cyclohexane 1-one. So, we are able to prepare a number of very complex molecule with the help of such a simple reaction on cyclohexanone. Here we have shown a reaction starting from 1-phenyl propanone and there is formation of this complex molecule. Phenyl acetaldehyde undergoes aldol condensation and forms 3-hydroxy 2,4-diphenyl butanol. We will now discuss the mechanism of aldol condensation. In the first step of aldol condensation, base removes a proton from the alpha carbon of aldehyde molecule to give enolate ion, which is stabilized by resonance. As you can see here in this figure that this is the alpha carbon, attached to this alpha carbon is this hydrogen, which is abstracted by base and there is formation of this enolate anion, which is stabilized by resonance. In the second step, the enolate anion acts as nucleophile and attacks the electron deficient carbonyl carbon of the same molecule in this particular case, and there is formation of this alkoxide, and alkoxide is produced in this step. In the third step, the alkoxide anion produced in the earlier step removes a proton from water molecule and forms beta hydroxy aldehyde, which is also called aldol. In case of aldol condensation in ketones, ketones having alpha hydrogen react in presence of base and form beta hydroxy ketones. 3,3-dimethyl butanone undergoes aldol condensation in presence of barium hydroxide and forms a very complex 2,2,5,6,6 pentamethyl 5-hydroxy 3-heptanone, as you can see here in this molecule. So, we are able to produce complex beta hydroxy ketone starting from this 3,3-dimethyl 2-butanone. Now, here you can see this is acetaldehyde reacting with sodium hydroxide forms this beta hydroxyaldehyde, which is aldol, which upon dehydration forms crotonaldehyde. Crotonaldehyde, as you can see here, has an alpha hydrogen. So, again undergoes aldol condensation followed by dehydration, and then you can again see that there is an alpha hydrogen. So, that is why the reaction continues and we get a brown resinous mass of this polymeric compound. We will now discuss intramolecular aldol condensation. Dialdehyde, diketones or ketoaldehyde give intramolecular aldol condensation. Best results are obtained with diketones. In case of condensation of 2,5-diketone, reaction takes place between C1 and C5 to form a 5-membered ring. As you can see in this figure, this is a diketone. At position 2 and position 5, we have a keto group. When condensation takes place between the carbanion formed at C1 attacking the carbonyl carbon at C5, there is formation of a cyclopentyl ring. This kind of reaction is called internal or intramolecular aldol condensation. Now, in case of 2,7-diketones, again a 5-membered ring is formed, but here you can see the difference is that carbanion is generated at carbon number 3 and then this carbanion has attacked the carbonyl carbon at position 7 and there is formation of a 5-membered ring as a result of intramolecular aldol condensation. Another example of 2,8-diketone, position 2 and position 8 of diketone of the carbonyl compound have ketonic group and carbanion is generated at position 3 which attacks position 8 carbonyl carbon. As a result, there is formation of a beta hydroxy ketone with 6 membered ring. In case of ketoaldehyde, earlier we were discussing diketones. Now, in case of ketoaldehyde, the reaction almost certainly involves enol formation from the ketone side of the molecule. Look at this molecule. It is a dicarbonyl compound. This is a ketonic group, whereas this is an aldehydic group. You can see that enolic part or enol generation or alpha hydrogen has been abstracted from the carbon next to ketonic carbon and not the aldehydic carbon. The reason is that carbonyl carbon in aldehyde group has more electrophilicity or more electropositive character, and it easily is attacked by the carbanion generated from the other side of the molecule to form a 5-membered beta hydroxy ketone. We will now discuss cross aldol condensation. When aldol condensation takes place between two different carbonyl compounds, it is called cross aldol condensation. If both carbonyl compound, that is aldehyde and ketone, have alpha hydrogen, both can produce carbanion and also can act as carbanion acceptor, and then they will form 4 different products of little synthetic importance. The reason why we are saying that it is of little synthetic importance, that when in a reaction we get a number of products, then their separation requires a lot of cost also. So, they do not have any synthetic importance. So, if we undergo cross aldol condensation with different aldehydes and ketones, and all of them, I mean both of them have alpha hydrogen, then this reaction is not of very much synthetic utility. Let us now discuss this thing with the help of this figure. Here you can see this molecule does not have any alpha hydrogen, whereas this molecule has alpha hydrogen. So, one possibility is that carbanion is generated from this acetaldehyde, and that carbanion reacts with another molecule of acetaldehyde, and there is formation of this beta hydroxy aldehyde. But there is another possibility that this carbanion reacts with the carbonyl carbon of this aldehyde having no alpha hydrogen, and then there is formation of cross product. Or in other words, we can say that if we are starting with 2 molecules, one having alpha hydrogen and other not having alpha hydrogen, there will be formation of only 2 products instead of 4 products we had discussed in the earlier example. It is possible to obtain a good yield of cross aldol product by slowly adding aldehyde having alpha hydrogen to a mixture of aldehyde which does not have alpha hydrogen and base. See, what we do is that we take this aldehyde, this is benzaldehyde, which does not have any alpha hydrogen, in a solution of base, for example sodium hydroxide. There will be no reaction because this does not have any alpha hydrogen. Now, when we slowly add acetaldehyde into it, this molecule has alpha hydrogen, this will form carbanion, and carbanion will preferentially attack at this carbonyl carbon because it is in very small amount, this carbanion, whereas benzaldehyde is present in reaction mixture in abundance. As a result, the major product in this reaction crossed aldol condensation will be this crossed beta hydroxy aldehyde, which upon dehydration gives cinnamaldehyde, which is a very important alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde used industrially also. Propionaldehyde is added into excess of benzaldehyde having no alpha hydrogen in presence of base, and then again we see that we get this kind of product. Here again the same principle has been applied. This aldehyde has an alpha hydrogen and this aldehyde does not have alpha hydrogen. So, major product is the crossed aldol product. Formaldehyde lacks alpha hydrogen and acts as good carbanion acceptor because of the absence of plus I effect and steric hindrance. When acetaldehyde is reacted upon with excess of formaldehyde in presence of base, cross aldol condensation starts, which continues thrice until there is formation of trihydroxymethyl acetaldehyde. You can see here, this is acetaldehyde, this generates this carbanion. Now, this formaldehyde does not have any alpha hydrogen, and that is why it forms this product, the hydroxymethyl acetaldehyde. This hydroxymethyl acetaldehyde has 2 more alpha hydrogens, that is why it undergoes the same steps twice. Finally, there is formation of this trihydroxymethyl acetaldehyde. This molecule you can see does not contain any hydrogen. So, up to this there is cross aldol condensation took place between an acetaldehyde molecule and formaldehyde. Trihydroxymethyl acetaldehyde lacks alpha hydrogen, hence undergoes cross Cannizzaro reaction. We will discuss this reaction in detail in the later part of the lecture with formaldehyde to form pentaerythritol, a medicine used in heart problem. This is the cross Cannizzaro reaction to form pentaerythritol. Cross aldol condensation between two different ketones is not of synthetic importance as the reaction is slow and yields are poor. Cross aldol condensation between an aldehyde and a ketone having alpha hydrogen forms only two products, as ketone are poor carbanion acceptor, so cannot undergo self condensation. Aldehydes being more reactive act as carbanion acceptor and ketones are used as carbanion provider. As a result, we get this kind of crossed aldol product formed. The predominant product in these cases is crossed aldol product. The formation of acetaldol may be minimized by slow addition of acetaldehyde to a mixture of acetone and base. If the addition takes place between a ketone and an aldehyde lacking alpha hydrogen, only one product is formed. The reason is ketones cannot undergo self condensation as they are less reactive. Aldehydes do not undergo Cannizzaro reaction as it is a slower reaction than aldol condensation. Hence, ketones provide carbanion and aldehyde act as electrophile as shown in the following examples. The reaction of formaldehyde with acetone is difficult to stop until all the alpha hydrogens of acetone are replaced by hydroxymethyl group. You can see here, this is acetone and formaldehyde reacting to form this 4-hydroxy 2-butanone, but the reaction does not stop and there is formation of this product where all the 6 alpha hydrogens of acetone are replaced by CH2OH group. We will now discuss the dehydration of aldol product. Aldol products undergo dehydration to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes and ketones. Acid catalyzed dehydration starts with the protonation of hydroxy group followed by elimination of beta hydrogen. As you can see here, first step will be the protonation of this hydroxy group and second step is the removal of proton. In case of base catalyzed dehydration, it starts with the elimination of hydrogen to form carbanion, which is followed by removal of hydroxide to form alpha beta unsaturated ketone. The first step, as you can see here, is the removal of this proton, and then in the next step hydroxide is removed from the beta position. We will now discuss some application of aldol condensations. Both simple and crossed aldol condensation form saturated and unsaturated aldehydes, ketones and alcohols of synthetic importance. Because we have gone through all the reactions, we know that this is beta hydroxy aldehyde, which upon dehydration will form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, which upon further reduction will form alcohol. As you can see here in this figure, different classes of compounds may be prepared from aldol products. This aldol product upon dehydration forms alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, which upon reduction in different reducing agents forms saturated alcohol or aldehyde or allyl alcohol. Aldol product can also form the 1,3-diol by treatment with sodium borohydride. So, this aldol condensation reaction is a very important reaction in synthetic organic chemistry. Another application of aldol condensation is in the synthesis of vitamin A, where intermediate beta ione is required and which is synthesized by aldol condensation. You can see this is citral having an aldehyde group. This reaction is aldol condensation, followed by treatment with BF3, there is formation of beta ione. We will now discuss another reaction given by aldehydes and ketones. This is Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is given by aldehydes having no alpha hydrogen in presence of strong base. Aldehydes undergo intermolecular oxidation and reduction. This reaction is also called auto-oxidation reduction reaction, or sometimes it is also called disproportionation reaction. You can see here, this is an aldehyde molecule. After the Cannizzaro reaction, there is formation of salt of carboxylic acid and an alcohol. If you remember, upon oxidation aldehydes form carboxylic acid, and upon oxidation aldehydes form alcohol, primary alcohol. That is why this reaction, Cannizzaro reaction, is also called self oxidation reduction reaction or disproportionation reaction. That is, part of the molecule is converted into the oxidized carboxylic acid and other into alcohol, which is the reduced form of aldehyde. Formaldehyde does not have any alpha hydrogen. Thus, when treated with 50% solution of sodium hydroxide at room temperature, forms sodium formate methanol as a result of Cannizzaro reaction. Aromatic aldehydes like benzaldehyde and its derivative lack alpha hydrogen, hence they also undergo Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is the characteristic reaction of aromatic aldehydes. In the mechanism of Cannizzaro reaction, the first step is the attack of base on carbonyl carbon and formation of a dianion, as you can see here. In the next step, intermolecular hydride transfer takes place to generate formate ion and methyl alcohol. See here, this was the dianion produced in the first step. Now, the electron pair comes over here and this hydrogen from this dianion with its pair of electron is migrated to another molecule of formaldehyde at the electron deficient position, so that there is formation of formate ion and this methoxide ion. In the next step, proton is abstracted from water and there is formation of methanol. Now, the question arises, we have written here methoxide is abstracting proton, but not this formate ion or carboxylate anion. What is the reason that the abstraction of proton takes place by methoxide and not by this carboxylate anion? The reason here is that carboxylate anion is quite stable because of resonance, whereas methoxide anion is not, and that is why it readily accepts a proton from water molecule and is converted into stable methyl alcohol. It is important to note here that Cannizzaro reaction depends on the electrophilicity of carbonyl carbon, and any factor that reduces the electrophilicity or positive charge on carbonyl carbon retards Cannizzaro reaction. For example, para-dimethylamino benzaldehyde does not undergo Cannizzaro reaction. This is para-dimethylamino benzaldehyde. You know that this nitrogen dimethylamino group is electron rich group and it delocalizes its non-bonding electron pair into the ring. As a result, there is this resonance or delocalization of pi electron. As a result, the electrophilicity of this carbonyl carbon is reduced to a great extent, and that is why this molecule does not undergo Cannizzaro reaction. Similarly, some sterically hindered aldehydes also do not undergo Cannizzaro reaction. We will now discuss intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction. Intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction is given by carbonyl compounds such as 1,2-dialdehyde or alpha ketoaldehyde. They are capable of transferring a hydride ion to the adjacent electron deficient carbonyl carbon. You can see here this is phenyl glyoxal, and this is an aldehyde group and this is a ketonic group. As a result of Cannizzaro reaction, there is formation of the salt of mandelic acid. In the mechanism of intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction, the nucleophile attacks the more electrophilic aldehydic carbonyl carbon, which transfers the hydride to the adjacent carbonyl carbon. This is followed by intramolecular proton transfer. As you can see in this figure, phenyl glyoxal first gets the attack from the hydroxide, that is the nucleophile, and then there is a hydride transfer intramolecularly to produce the sodium salt of this mandelic acid formation. 1,2 dialdehydes like glyoxal upon treatment with sodium hydroxide undergo intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction, and then they form sodium salt of glycolic acid, which upon treatment with acid form glycolic acid and alpha hydroxy acid. As you can see, the glyoxal upon reaction with sodium hydroxide undergoes intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction and forms glycolic acid. When two different aldehydes having no alpha hydrogen atom react in presence of base, the reaction is called cross Cannizzaro reaction. We will now discuss cross Cannizzaro reaction. Now, if one of the aldehyde is formaldehyde, formate ion is almost exclusively formed along with the formation of alcohol from the other aldehyde. As you can see here in this example, we have benzaldehyde and formaldehyde undergoing crossed Cannizzaro reaction. So, formaldehyde will be converted into formic acid, whereas this benzaldehyde will be converting into benzyl alcohol, as you can see here. The reason behind the formation of salt of formic acid during crossed Cannizzaro reaction between formaldehyde and another aldehyde is the more reactivity of formaldehyde than any other aldehyde towards nucleophilic addition and more electrophilicity of carbonyl carbon of formaldehyde compared to that of other aldehyde. Also, formaldehyde reduces other aldehyde and in turn is oxidized to form salt of formic acid. In this example also you can see, since we are using formaldehyde, so there is formation of sodium formate along with another alcohol. If a mixture of formaldehyde and other aldehyde having alpha hydrogen atom or atoms is warmed with alkali, formaldehyde first undergoes cross aldol condensation, forms the hydroxy methyl aldehyde lacking any alpha hydrogen atom. Like in this case, you can see that this aldehyde has one alpha hydrogen atom. So, this aldehyde will not undergo reaction which will be cross Cannizzaro reaction. First of all, it will be a cross aldol condensation because alpha hydrogen is present. As a result, there is formation of this product. Now, in this aldehyde you can see that there is no alpha hydrogen atom, and so now this molecule will undergo cross Cannizzaro reaction. As you can see in this figure, this reacts with formaldehyde and then forms this cross Cannizzaro product. The hydroxy methyl aldehyde lacking any alpha hydrogen atom undergoes this type of reaction with formaldehyde. In this particular example, it is 2-methyl propanol. 2-methyl propanol has only one alpha hydrogen atom. So, first undergoes aldol condensation and then undergoes cross Cannizzaro condensation to form this product, the sodium salt of formic acid along with this alcohol. Propanol, which has 2 alpha hydrogen, this undergoes aldol condensation twice, so that both the alpha hydrogens are consumed and there is formation of this type of aldehyde having no alpha hydrogen left, and then this molecule undergoes cross Cannizzaro reaction to give 1,1,1 trihydroxymethyl ethane along with sodium formate. Acetaldehyde forms trihydroxymethyl acetaldehyde as it has 3 alpha hydrogens. This is acetaldehyde molecule. This undergoes aldol condensation thrice and then there is formation of this molecule which undergoes cross Cannizzaro reaction to produce a molecule called pentaerythritol. Pentaerythritol, when esterified with polybasic acid, yield alkyl resin polymers. Nitrate ester of pentaerythritol is used as explosives, and some nitrate ester of pentaerythritol is also used in medicines as vasodilators. Here this is the pentaerythritol trinitrate formation and pentaerythritol tetranitrate formation for various applications. We will now discuss the application of Cannizzaro reaction. This Cannizzaro reaction is also shown by some heterocyclic compounds having aldehydic group. For example, this is furfural. This is a 5-membered heterocyclic molecule having oxygen as heteroatom. When treated with sodium hydroxide, it forms furfuryl alcohol and furfuroic acid. So, the reaction remaining the same, CHO is converted into CH2OH and COONA as a result of Cannizzaro reaction. Another application of Cannizzaro reaction is in the formation of primary alcohol and carboxylic acid, and depending upon the nature of starting aldehyde, we get the desired primary alcohol along with the carboxylic acid. Like for example, thiophane 2 aldehyde upon warming with sodium hydroxide forms 2-hydroxymethyl thiophene and sodium salt of thiophene 2-carboxylic acid, as has been shown in this figure. This is the aldehyde group in thiophene molecule, which is converted into the alcoholic group and this carboxylic group. Now, to summarize today's lecture, we have in this lecture discussed in detail 2 condensation reaction. The first one is aldol condensation, which takes part or which is possible for only those aldehydes and ketones which have alpha hydrogen. We have discussed the mechanism of aldol condensation. We have discussed intramolecular aldol condensation, the crossed aldol condensation, and some applications of aldol condensation. The second reaction which we have discussed in this lecture is Cannizzaro reaction. We have discussed its mechanism, the intramolecular Cannizzaro reaction, we have discussed cross Cannizzaro reaction, and then we have discussed the application of Cannizzaro reaction. In the next episode on aldehyde and ketones, we will discuss some more condensation reactions which have synthetic utility. Thank you very much.